Let's look at the year 2026 NECO past question, paper 4, as we have question 1 here that says copy and enlarge the square given in figure 4.1 in a ratio of 4:6 using size method. So here is a square ABCD of length 40 millimeters. So let's see how the construction of the enlargement of this figure can be done. So what we have to do first is to replicate the figure as given to us. So we are to draw a square of length 40 millimeters. So I'm going to draw the square around here. So I will draw this line and take a measurement of 40 millimeters. So let's say from here to here is 40 millimeters. So I'm going to label this point as point A, and this point is point B. So we have this. Then I'm going to do the construction. So I'm going to do the construction of the square. So I will put the pin or the compass here. I want to erect a perpendicular line at this point. So I'll put the pin of the compass here, extend the pencil point to a convenient radius, and I will draw a semicircle here. So here we have this semicircle. And the next thing that I'm going to do is to put the pin or the compass here and extend it to a convenient radius. I'm going to draw an arc like this with the same radius, put the pin at this point and also draw an arc. So from this point B now, so we are going to draw a line that will pass through the point of intersection of the arc. So we have the line like this. Okay, so now the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to put the pin or the compass here at point A and extend the pen point to point B. Okay, so that is 40 millimeters. So I'll make an arc here at this point, and then so with the same radius I'll put the pin at point B, make an arc here. Then with the same point, with the same radius, I'll put the pin here at this point, and then I'll make an arc here. So if I connect this point together, so this is point C here, okay, and then we have this point to be point D. So if I connect this point together, I'm going to have the square in place. So here we draw a line from point A to pass through or to touch this point D, and then so we connect our C and D together with a straight line. So here we have the square in place. Okay, now having drawn the square, the next thing that we are going to do is we are asked to use size method. So what I understand by that is that we are being asked to use radial line method, okay, so let's see how that can be done. So what we have to do is that we need to locate a point outside here, any distance from the object. So I'm going to call this point, I'll call it point P. So this point is the pole. So then the next thing that we are going to do is that we have to draw a line from the pole through each point on the object itself. So we draw a line from point P, so through point A like this, and then so we also draw a line from point P through point B, so which goes like this. Okay, then we draw a line from point P again, so passing through point C, and that goes in this direction. Then we draw a line from point P again, so passing through point point D, so that goes in this direction. So just let me extend each of this line a bit. Okay, so we have this, and I'll extend this a little bit forward, and it goes this way. And then this also, I'll extend it a bit forward like this. So we have this, and then let me just take this forward a little bit, so we have this. All right, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that so we are to draw a line. So from point P, just turn your ruler like this and then draw this line in this direction. Okay, so let's call this line, let's call it line PQ. So this is line PQ here. Okay, we have this line. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is to make 6 equal points on this line PQ, because if you look at the ratio of the enlargement is 4 ratio 6. So we have to make 6 equal points on this line PQ. So I'll be making use of just let me use 1.5 centimeters or 15 millimeters. So let me use 15 millimeters. So this is 1, and then I have this to be 2. So this is 3. So here we have this to be 3, and this is 4. Then I have this to be 5. Okay, then I need to add 15 millimeters to it to make it 6. So this is 6. Okay, so we have this point now. So if I'm numbering this point, I'm having this to be 1, and this is 2, this is 3. Okay, then this is 4. So this is 5, and then this is 6 here. So we have this. All right, so since we are taking it from size 4 to size 6, okay, so we are going to connect. So we connect point point 4 and A together with a straight line. Connect point 4 and A together with a straight line. So here we have this now. Okay, so then from point A, so we are going to set the set square. So we set the set square on line A4 like this. Set the set square on line A4 and put the ruler under it like this. Then shift the set square. So shift it to 0.6. So shift it to 0.6. So getting to this 0.6 here. So we draw a line from 6 to touch this line on that comes from P passing through A. So now, so this is the new point A that we are going to call A1 for the enlargement. Okay, then the next thing that we are going to do is that so we are going to take the set square. If you look at this line AD, we need to want to locate D1 now. So look at this line AD is a vertical line. So what I will just do is that with my T-square, setting my set square on line AD, so like this. Okay, so I'm going to shift it. So from this point A, and I will shift it. So I will slide it. So let me set it again. So I will slide it to point A1. So slide it to point A1. So getting to point A1, I'm going to draw a line. So draw a line from A1 to touch line D. So it goes like this. So when it touches line D, so whenever it touches line D, so this point is D1. So I'm going to call this, I'll call it line D1. Then the next thing that we have is that we have what? We have this line BC. So we want to locate point C1 now. So I will take my set square. So I take my set square. So setting the set square along line CD. So setting the set square along line CD. I will now shift so this set square. So slide it to point D1. So and then I'm going to draw a line. So from here to touch this line of C. So this point here is point C1. So I'm going to write C1 here. And then so the next thing is to locate point B1. So what I'm just going to do for that is that if you look at this line BC, so it is a vertical line and we have already located point C1. So what I'll just do is that I will set my set square on this line on line BC. So and then I will move it. So I will slide it to point C1. So it goes like this. So to point C1. So when you get to point C1 like this, or I'm going to draw a vertical line from C1 down so to this line B. So it goes like this. So we have this. Okay, so this is point B1. So this is point B1. Okay, I'm writing B1 here. So okay, this is point B1 for the enlargement. The next thing that we are going to do is that, so we have this line AB. Okay, so this line connect AB together. So I'll just join them. I'll just connect these 2 points together. So with a straight line like this. So I have this. Okay, so here is the enlarged figure A1, B1, C1, D1. So we have enlarged this figure in the ratio 4 to 6. We took it from size 4 to size 6 as required. So thank you and God bless you.